What's going on, guys? Captain Cody Davis here. Welcome to another episode of Tight Splice Charters. Got something a little bit different for you guys today. You know, I mentioned in one of my earlier videos that I kind of wanted to start expanding this channel and kind of showing you guys not only what South Florida has to offer as far as different fisheries, but other fisheries that are available to you if you come down to fish Lake Okeechobee. You know, within an hour drive of here, you could be fishing for, pelagic sailfish and dolphin. Offshore, you could be fishing for snook and tarpon in our inshore waters, which I have been doing over the past few days. Excuse me, but the footage just has not come out. I've hooked them, broke them off, just had a little bit of a run of bad luck. I had 2 trips. We caught some fish, and then I went out by myself the following day to try and shoot some video, and it just didn't come together. But definitely be on the lookout for that shortly. Super fun, super fun fishery that I'm really passionate about doing. And the big thing down here right now are the exotics. You know, the peacock bass, the snakeheads, the clown knifefish. All that's within an hour drive of you if you come fish Lake Okeechobee. So you can kind of knock a few trips off your list there. So one thing I did just the other day, was heading down to the Lauderdale area. I called one of my best friends who still lives down there, and he met me and we went fishing for snakeheads. Now, if you're unfamiliar to what a snakehead is, they're basically a bowfin or a mudfish, as you call them, but they're totally different species of fish, but they resemble them somewhat closely. They're real long, snake-looking, hence the name snakehead. They're super mean. They're super aggressive. They hit hard. They fight hard. They're an awesome game fish. Problem is that they are extremely invasive. They are not supposed to be here. So they're great table fare. They're great eating. A lot of people just kill them and just throw them on the bank and let them die, which sounds horrible, but they are not supposed to be here. Or like my buddy Connor, who is in the video with me, he is actually a commercial sword fisherman, and he uses them for bait. And that's a whole other story. But he met me, and we went fishing for him in a local canal where, funny story, before the whole snakehead craze really took off down here in South Florida, granted, one day they just showed up and it was like international news, and then it just became a hot fish to fish for down here. Me and Connor actually dunked my 12-foot john boat into a local canal that we used to fish somewhat regularly. Kind of took 3 or 4 years off from fishing it. And one day we're bored and slid the boat in there, and we lit these things up. We had never caught them before, and then all of a sudden you couldn't keep them off your line. I forget how many we caught the first few times we went, but we would literally stack them in my john boat, not in a cooler, just in the middle hatch, I guess you could say, and we would pile them so high to where the boat got top heavy and you couldn't pile any more off because they were literally sliding into the water. Insane. Super fun, and they still are. Now, since then, they've become extremely popular to fish for, which means what? Which means they're very pressured, and they're very smart now. So in this video, I think we only catch like 4 or 5, where we used to catch 30 or 40 of them, and a lot bigger. We saw loads of them in this day. Now, the problem also is with all the rain we've been having here in South Florida, we've been getting pummeled with rain. They have all the floodgates open, which means the current in this canal we were fishing was absolutely raging. I've been fishing this canal my whole life, never seen it even a fraction of this speed or the current this bad. I think that kind of messed them up a little bit because they were spawning. They're guarding fry. It's washing the fry. They're kind of maybe all out of whack with the current and the muddy water. So we didn't catch the sheer numbers that we usually do, or even the size. But they're super fun to fish for. If you guys want to come down and fish for them, I'm sure other YouTube and other captains have footage of them fishing for them. But the ways we do it, it's very easy. Probably the most popular one is just throwing like a topwater frog. This is the throw popping frog that I use for bass. A big easy swim bait. Sorry, something like this. The faster you reel it, the better it is. You cannot move these baits fast enough. They come from 40 yards away, like a torpedo, to come eat these topwater baits, and their hits are extremely explosive, super fun. So you're just kind of burning topwater baits, frogs, Zara spooks, anything. They'll really eat anything. They're super aggressive. I love flipping, as you guys know, so I caught my few just flipping this is a spicy beaver by Reaction Innovation, anything. We were kind of going down the bank and actually kind of sight fishing them. We'd kind of see them move in some water or whatnot. And like I mentioned, they were very spooky because they are very pressured now, but if you made a nice quiet flip, they would eat it. So that's about it. Fun day. Again, I think we caught 5, lost another 3, saw 75 more. They were just real finicky this particular day. But I will be back down there to be shooting video down there again and kind of showcase that fishery. So anyone who wants to go do that, these fish bite all summer long. They're not a wintertime species at all. They really shut down. You know, May, June, July, August, September is when it really starts to slow down. So if you guys are interested in fishing for these guys, definitely hit me up and we can book a trip. Enjoy the video.